Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about obtainment methods for gems. Now, gems are a very, very important factor in this game. If you have not seen my gems worth guide, I do have that one on the channel as well. Uh, with gems worth, you have to realize that's how you get your characters, and that is also how you get your evolution items for characters. uh, and for these evolution items, you can buy them with gems as well, which will save you a lot of time, and especially time on challenges. Now, the reason why it's more important to do these methods instead of just doing challenges is because I am a firm believer that the best challenge you could possibly do, besides the gem challenge, is probably the star challenge, just to get those little bits of willpower, because I think willpower is very important, especially in a game that's kind of like mostly ran by traits. And I think a lot of people miss this, but traits kind of rule the game. Like, you have to realize this. Like, once you get like any of these like mythical traits or a Cosmic Crusader, you pretty much win no matter what, because of how high these scale. Now, I don't know if they ever plan on nerfing these. Honestly, I would, if I was like, the only reason I would nerf them is literally just because there are far better ways to involve traits in a different type of trait system than there is with the way that it's kind of developed right now. Because it's like, once you have Cosmic Crusader on one character, you pretty much beat the game. Because like, that outweighs any meta units that will come out in the next like 6 updates, 7 updates, 8 updates, 9 updates. Like, what are you gonna do? Every single time they go up 5%, I mean 500 HP up. Now you want 500, 600 more DPS, 1,000 more DPS. So it's like, traits don't make much sense, but that's why you kind of focus on getting them with stars. And these gem methods are going to be how you kind of obtain gems either way. And believe it or not, both have to do with infinite mode. Now, I've gotten the most gems that I've ever gotten out of infinite mode before. Like, if you are a newer player, obviously I did this in my new player guide, you want to probably do Naboo the most, because Naboo will give you the most amount of gems. But what you also have to realize is that Milk also matters too, if you are someone who kind of focuses on leveling up as well. I'll show you. So, getting my Ahsoka to max level is not going to be easy, but using the Milks that I get from the campaign and from infinite mode, plus the 30% that I get with experience, allows me to pretty much really solely focus on this character's leveling all the way up until max level. As you can see, this is all from infinite mode right here. All of this is from infinite mode, me just kind of spamming the mode and moving on from there. Now I'm going to use my Kashyyyk. Now I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead and not use that. I'm going to use these instead, just because I kind of want to get to max with these. As you can see, I'll use one of these. There. Easy, max level Ahsoka right there. And that's literally just because of infinite mode. Besides that, though, now we're going to talk about gem method. Now, if you're going to want to play like AFK infinite mode, sure. The weakest one will give you the most amount of gems. So whether that be Naboo, Geonosis, Kashyyyk, Death Star, just depends on what do you feel like doing. Depends on what kind of milk you want and stuff like that. But I'm going to show you guys another method that, I've been dawdling around about. I don't really use it myself, but I think it's quite obvious that a lot of people can. And you don't even have to place a unit. Now, do expect this to get patched very soon after I drop the video on it, because people are going to be chatting about it for a long time. So remember to share, you know what I mean, sub, all that good stuff, so you stay tuned. Hit that notification bell, all the good stuff, so you stay tuned in all future content. All right, so you can be the first people to know what's up. Now, this is more of like a pay to win type of method, I would say, is because it does require you to use like speed buff. Now, if you had 3 times speed, oh my god, would you be making bank? Now, I don't have 3 times speed myself. See? But I was gifted 2 times speed by, what do you call it? I think it was Spark. Was it Spark that gifted it to me? Probably. 2 times speed. and the VIP for that. So yes, once you kind of do that, you'll notice that he's kind of getting to wave 10 pretty quickly. And if you don't know, wave 10 is when you get your first reward. So once you get to wave 10, you get your first reward. What is that reward? It goes up every 10 levels or 10 waves, which is going to be 1 milk and 80 gems. So every 10 waves, you're going to get 1 milk and 80 gems. So as you can see, that playtime was only 1 minute and 3 seconds. Now, it is possible to macro this, and I'm going to tell you guys how to. So the way you would do this is you would have to get the timing down exactly, word for word, no matter what, and you'd have to hit that button. So you would start it here. I would say like Tiny Task would probably be your best bet. You could vote to start. You don't have to, but it would make sense to vote to start. Then to move your mouse up here, click this while you're recording your thing. Twice, make sure you get those time dilations down, because you want to make sure that you get the 1, 2, and then the 3, and then you want to time it. You want to see how long does this take. You want to time it for about 1 minute, 15 seconds, just to be safe. 1 minute and 15 seconds to be safe. You want to wait, keep it going, don't stop the timer. Or if you use the programmable timer one, as there's 2 versions. My bad, had to yawn. So if you use the programmable one, you'd have to actually count minute and seconds, I believe. You want to do it probably minute 15, just to make sure that you're good. So that'll be like what, 75 seconds, I think would work when you program it. But of course, that just depends on if there's lag or anything like that. So you might want to go maybe 1 minute 30, just to be safe, because it won't exactly kick you out of the stage. It won't kick you out of the stage unless you click one of the buttons, or if you time out. All right, let's see. See right there, this one went up to 12 waves, completely different time. So we get the milk, of course, still went past that 10. This one was, 120. So maybe 130 seconds might be the way to go. So then that one went up to 88. So we hit it again. Make sure you hit that retry every time. Close enough to the middle to where it's programmable. And then after that, you would stop the timer around here. About right here, I would wait till like the last couple seconds, then do it. Low-key, I would like to do this with Tiny Task though. I actually want to show you guys this with Tiny Task to see if I can pull this off. Honestly, it is totally possible to do it too. Let me see. Tiny Task. Alright. TinyTask.net. Of course, we're going to grab the most stable version of it. I'm going to link it down below for you guys. And then we're just going to go ahead and put that one right there. TinyTask.exe. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and program the Tiny Task. Now, for this part, I'm going to actually show you my whole screen real quick, just so you guys could take a look at it. Let's see. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. So this is your Tiny Task. Oh, my God. My bad. This is your Tiny Task, as you can see. Let's just go ahead and go back into here. It will overlap. Let's go ahead and put that to 2 times real quick. We'll start the Tiny Task after this bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and program the Tiny Task to where the preferences are correct. So we're going to do playback speed times 1 with continuous playback, and then we're going to go ahead and use the recording hotkey of Control-Shift-Alt-R works, and then the history playback key is Control-Shift-Alt-P. So Control-Shift-Alt-R, Control-Shift-Alt-P. And then you could always do like always top, which means that it will stay up here even if I'm clicking off. Okay, so right here we're going to do the retry, and we're going to wait to program it until we actually get into this. Give it a few seconds. Okay, so right here the stage starts, so I'm going to start the recording now. Oh, okay, so we're going to have to turn off the... Oh, man, that's a bad part. Okay, so what we're going to have to do right here is we're going to have to turn off shift lock. Oh, no, shift lock is set by developer. Okay, well, if that's the case, then we're not going to be able to use that, so we're going to have to do recording key to F8 and playback key to, oh man, maybe print screen. It just depends on your Roblox, obviously. All right, so we're gonna do like F8, and then we're gonna go ahead and do 1, 2. I would click it a few times just to make sure that it does it. Then we're gonna wait. Now, keep in mind, this can lead to bugs. I'm just showing you how I would program it. This one just truly depends on you, I guess. If you want to use the programmable tiny task, that one works too. I just don't know where you get that file. Probably on the Tiny Task website. Okay. We're waiting that whole minute. Okay, that felt kind of fast. So now we're going to go ahead and wait a little longer to about 1:30. It won't kick us out if we play late. That's the thing. So then we wait, and then now we click. And then click again just in case. A couple more times. That was pretty fast. Now we're going to go down, click retry. Okay, now it's going to restart. It's going to do its thing again. Okay, right here, we don't want to touch anything. Could risk bugging it out. Now I'm going to wait. Just a couple seconds. I'm going to wait till that thing hits a minute. Till it hits, 20. The only reason I want to wait is because time. Could be bugged, could not be bugged, depends. All right, now we click yes. Now the game has started officially right now. Press F8, stop recording. Now here we could literally just press play. There we go. Now it waits. There we go, it works again. Now it's going to go ahead and wait for the whole time with 2 times speed now. See how this part goes. Now, I don't know if it's going to screenshot every single time it repeats. I'm rather curious of that part. So if that is the case, then you're going to have to change the key before starting it, obviously. Okay, right here, they should get to the end. I am waiting, obviously. I'm not going to do anything yet. There we go. Okay. Now, because there was a lot of delay right there, the mouse should finally continue the process right here and go down to the retry button and then click. There we go. Did it again. Now it's going to wait. It's going to continue the cycle again to right here, where I forced it to wait again just in case of delay. You never know, of course. Not gonna lie, I think I did it pretty good. I mean, it's not exactly fast minute, but it's because if you try to do this too fast, there's a chance that you might bug it out, or it might be delayed, or it might lead to a bug here and there. It just depends on what's up. Now right here, it's gonna, of course, stop right about now. Start the brand new cycle. 1, 2. There we go. And it continues. We've successfully created a working macro, and it's not spamming the print screen button either. All right, there we go. Of course, I'm going to take a screenshot right there because it is attached to my print screen, but you could also click play. But I wouldn't recommend that when you're working with a macro because it is going to hold your mouse until it's ready. But now we have a working macro. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy and peace out.